AI research in the UK has got to be better informed by what goes on in universities like ours within the hub. And the most important thing we can do is to set out a pathway to the next generation of AI so it can be used safely and reliably by a range of different users and authorities. A lot of my thinking is around neuromorphic AI and how do we get next generation AI to do things that human beings can do, which present AI can't do. So some of that is being creative, some of that is being imaginative, some of that is offering hypotheses or opinions. That's very different from more classic AI, which tries to produce certainties. So that's a really exciting area of explorative AI, and that's going to affect a lot of companies and a lot of players within the United Kingdom. Well, we're hoping that people are going to vote with their feet, and not just people in universities, but people in companies too. We'd like to have a wider and wise ecosystem that involved a lot of people in the United Kingdom getting together and discussing the good things and some of the opportunities that are going to arise out of these things. Well, we've hired some great people, and so I think it's inconceivable that we won't have some quite perhaps startling advances in the uses and applications of AI. But equally, we want that to be done safely and responsibly. So, really, I just want those people to be themselves and be the best they can be. The biggest priority is to grow a whole community, a whole ecosystem around the things that we're doing. AI is changing fairly rapidly now, and over the timescales of the hub, we're going to see some big changes taking place. And we want everybody to take part, whether they're in companies, whether they're our stakeholders, whether they're regulators, whether they're in government, but most of all, whether they're early career researchers within our universities. And we want everybody to come together. That's the biggest difference, and that's the advantage of having a hub set across multiple institutions. Well, we're seeing the whole national conversation around AI change, and we're now talking about sovereign AI. We're now looking at really quite large investments in high performance computing and data centers and AI in general. So we need to be ready to respond to that, and we need to take a proper part in that national discussion and also the operation that follows from that. These are exciting times to be in AI, and I believe that we should play a role. I think the biggest problem I'm facing is that we need AI to be more creative, and we need AI to come up with hypothetical options for people facing big problems. Um, Many people don't even use a vocabulary that thinks about AI as being creative. They think of AI as always finding the correct answer. But in the biggest problems, there isn't really a single unique correct answer. There are expert opinions, there are hypotheses that are still to be decided. Our biggest achievement to date is getting everybody together, getting the universities together and getting the researchers across those universities working together and sharing some common goals and some ambitions around our research themes. Okay, that's just a start, and it sounds fairly easy to do, but it's not trivial actually. And by getting everybody together, by focusing on common goals, we'll do better.